Breaker 19, Breaker 19. I thank y'all for joining the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie podcast. This is what we do all day, every day, especially on Tuesdays. But on Wednesdays, we have State of the Women. We have 5 and 6 beautiful women, all shapes and colors. And they give you they topics and relevant topics. Then on Thursdays, we have Goons Talk. Like we're here today on Goons Talk. Goons Talk stands for giving our own narratives sincerely. Bang. And then on the weekends, it's called Fire Pit Talk. This is when they go in and out. They be doing all types of stuff on Goons Talk. And they drinking, smoking, popping it, twerking. Yeah, and we had cooked food, cookout food. You know, we were on the fire pit with marshmallows and stuff like that. So we go in there and they just be going there. All right, well, today we have a Goons panel that I really am impressed with, especially my man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. He sent me a throwback picture, man. I was smiling all. It was me and him was on the picture. Me and him and C-Note was on the. I was like, where the fuck did he find this one at? Yeah, nigga, I thought I was the shit out of him. Anyway, so we're gonna start out with the introduction. Start her from you, and then we're gonna come this way for the introduction for the Goons Talk for today. Let's go.
Well, my name is Monk. Everybody call me Money. I've been going by Money for a long time now. But now I think I'm ready to do some grown man stuff, man. You never addressed as a Monk.
Oh,
this is a Monk, actually.
This is a Monk. Dang. Go ahead. Who's you?
My name always. I've been home like a year now, and I'm just trying to find my way back out here in society, man. I've been home, yeah, man. It's hard, but I'm thankful to be free, and that's pretty much it right there, you know. Just thankful to be free, you know.
And I'm Bubs, you know what I mean? I've been home now 12 years. It's still been a challenge for me staying out of prison. And stand on the right path, doing the right thing.
And of course, me, I want to be on some grown man shit, but I'm still going by life. AKA, if you Google me, it's going to say Harold. Harold Duncan. Yes, the CEO of the Petty Ass Podcast. Yeah, but look. And I want Lamont, I want you to tell me the stint. All right, Money, I want you to tell me the stint that you. What's the amount of time that you did?
32 years.
32 years. This man, and then he's fresh out there. Look at it, he got cereal. He's fresh. He did 32 years. This is the type of people that I was around. And what you did, Mark?
28 on 35.
28 on 35. Oh my God. You did 32 on what? On life. On life.
On forever.
That's right.
They couldn't count.
They couldn't count?
They couldn't count. They said forever. They couldn't count.
Yeah, he said
Oh man, that's what's up.
No, Lee, and that's a jewel that when they say you get life, you always don't give up because you always can come back into society. And I'm what you say?
So I was down, off and on for 10 years. So been in state and federal prison. Yeah.
Oh, you just double man. So we ain't even reach the federal thing. And me, I did 21 and a half hard time. I never want to go back. I learned my lesson, and I'm staying straight. I'm staying straight. I'm going fuck if I gotta sleep on the sidewalk. Yeah, sidewalk, bus side, bitch. That's where I'm going to sleep because I learned my lesson. And we got good topics today, y'all. And we're gonna start it off with what would you say to your younger self?
That's a deep question I have to really think about. Mm-hmm. There's a lot that I would say.
You give us a short version.
I know the short version. I would tell myself like real quick, but I had to tell myself, go.
You think you're not getting that situation that you caught life for or whatever?
Listen to my mom.
Oh.
Listen to my mom. Because the crazy story that I got about that, right, is the dude who wound up on a homicide, the jailhouse informant that got me locked up was a childhood friend who my mother didn't like from elementary school. I mean, second, third grade, who used to get in trouble in school, right, in class. I don't want you playing with him, right? To the point, I still kept trying to play with him. And she was like, I don't want him in my house. I bet I catch you playing with him. But I was not going to play with him anyway. Then once I got to my teenage years, right, you can't tell me to be around. Really. So she would come in and just speak to everybody else for him. She didn't like it. She hated it. And I didn't know why. Right? So when we find out that he the one who got me arrested, lied on me, and then once he got up there on that stand, my mother was like, I fucking told you.
Mm-hmm.
So I fucking told you. I never liked with that beady head little motherfucker. Right?
Yeah.
And so when you gotta listen to your mother, man, they know. They got that mother intuition. And then all the time they may not be right, but they had that instinct, that motherly instinct, like, why take a chance? Why take a chance? Because it could happen. Might not happen today, but they warned you of the things that could happen. It might not happen that day. But it's gonna fucking happen. It could happen.
Oh, and we never got that answer right. See how that answer just came up, and I
haven't had you on here.
I would have loved it. I really needed to listen to my mom because she was like, nigga, you need to stay out of them streets.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in the streets. I didn't have to be in the streets if I knew use my education.
That's true. Sisters or family members that got young teenage boys or sons and see the stress and shit that they put them through, you see that so much, you want to go and holler at the kid. Let's show it. Are you stressing out? She doing this, she doing that, right? So we put so much stress and shit on our mothers, worried them to death, right? Then we go to prison. Now we worrying them some goddamn more, right? Stressing them out some more. Oh, more longer. Oh, the mother got stabbed, or that never happened, but it can happen. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and now coming out here now, it's all about moms. It's all about moms. And my thought process is, faith's not an option, because I don't want to disappoint my mom. I didn't disappoint her enough. You feel me? I didn't disappoint her enough, man. Even in jail. I'm getting put out of jail. I'm getting put out of schools. And I'm getting put out of jails. What kind of fucked up nigga you gotta be? A bad? Hey, you don't tell me hard-headed motherfucker.
No, hold up, money. You get put out. They was putting us out of jail by people dropping notes, though.
But still, we get put out of jail. They wouldn't even let me in jails. Like, no, you transfer you. Oh, no, we don't want. What? Fuck you mean you don't want me in jail? It's a bunch of criminals in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
now, you hear this? Now, this is the insight that people don't get. How you get put out of the worst jails?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been to the worst. I've been to all the worst jails, but I haven't been to Ultramax. I never not Ultramax. North Branch. Yeah, North Branch. I never been to North Branch.
Yeah,
I've been everywhere except North Branch.
Hated it.
Yeah, so I happened to get out of there for in time. Well, anyway, we free.
Yeah.
We free. All right. Now the question, the next question is to you, Monday, is do you hide the fact that you was locked up?
I don't. I can't.
You can't.
I can't. I was just kind of thinking the other day. Stop telling people that. I tell people every day. I'm trying to use the phone, use the tap shit. And man, he's speaking some shit to me, but he's mad that I'm taking too long. Right? I'm like, man, I'm locked up. Fucking tell you, I'm locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I find myself sad when I'm going in these stores and I'm looking like I'm stupid. I gotta tell them, listen, I'm locked up. This coming on. They're like, oh, good luck.
Oh, you said about like the tapping card and stuff like that? What you mean?
Yeah.
Did it shock you when you heard about the bus talking? Did you ever get on the bus?
Oh, the bus?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Unfortunately, man, I didn't have to get on the bus.
Oh man, it shocked me. Like I was like,
On the bus?
yeah, I had to get on the bus.
I just seen some of the people that be on the bus. I know you don't want to get on the bus. I thought about it, man. It might be good to just ride the bus.
Yo,
Yeah,
it was subway.
bus. Like, I don't want to get that fucking bus.
The subway is a good mental structure because I got on there and it said, "Sir, the bus stop the stop is next. And keep up, and you'll be there in 27 seconds." It sounded like RoboCop for real. I was like, it's like struck me right. So that was a turning point on that. Right? So that was it. Anybody get a jewel? You just not. You want to elaborate on what he said about getting put out of jail? Marquez, how many jails you get put out?
Shit, all of them. I've been to every jail except for North Branch, the MCIJ, but I done got put out of. I've been to ECI twice. I've been to the new jail twice. I've been to the Tussin twice. I was in Roxbury. I was in the old jail. Yeah, I basically was moving around. But like I tell you, once I started calming down and started going back and forth on lockup, that's when I started getting them big gaps in population when I was going behind the door. Because they got to the point where I ain't even had nothing to do with shit, and I still get grabbed because of what you be involved in. You know what I'm saying?
So what I want to say to you, one thing, all right, after you realize that you mostly did your bit in lockup.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's your tearing you down.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's because you maybe playing with that shit. You
No,
playing with
I
that
ain't
shit.
gonna lie. I couldn't do that. I got hit with it though in the Supermax. I couldn't do nothing about it. It brought tears in my eyes. I couldn't
You
get
can't do nothing about it.
It's something mental. Like, that shit mental too.
All right, man. So that's called shitting you down. In case people don't know, man, it's terrible. It's demeaning, and I had never played with it. I never had nobody throw it on me. Fortunately, but that's a pattern. I can say I never went through it, so I don't know. Have you ever seen somebody just getting shit down or being shit down?
I definitely was in the supermarket.
So
They played that shit uncontrollably in the supermarket. So when you're in the supermarket, it's switch. The thing switch. You know how in other prisons, the men dictate. In Supermax, it's reversed.
Yeah.
Them bitch ass niggas dictate. Right? They got all the power because they gonna play with you.
Yeah.
Right? And for the men that raised us in the joint, right? Like, yo, you just wanna play your shit.
That's right.
No man is gonna play in shit.
That's right.
Right? And I got shit it down.
Yeah.
Right? It's nothing I can do. I wanted to try
I couldn't
to
get
like,
to it, man.
they was trying to take my, yo, you better give me your comments.
Exactly.
You have shit in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just going to keep on robbing if you know I gave it to him.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that
That's
was a hell of a shit. The Supermax, right? A lot of people went crazy there. But South Turkey, I'm in the South Turkey.
Yeah.
I stayed on lockup, right? But the difference between Supermax is that it's more niggas that have already lost their mind there, right? And they gonna make you lose your mind. He mad at you. He gonna bang all day. Ding, 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 ding. And when he get time to go to sleep, now you up. Boom, 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 boom. And we all catch the crossfire. All of the dumb shit. You go shit them down. It's summertime, 100 degrees on the tip, right? No ventilation. We gonna all smell the shit.
And it's be so strong, you don't even want to eat your food. The seals
Then
don't
you
want
want
to
to
be
shit your vent down. You can't even clean in the vent. So it's like psychological warfare shit going on.
See, man, this is the trauma that we telling y'all, the youth and stuff, that people don't tell y'all. They glorify prison and they don't tell you what the mental state of prison that psychologically fucks you up. I haven't witnessed this type of stuff that he's talking about, that they're talking about, because I wasn't in Supermax. But they was doing it on lockup too, in different jails.
They're just going on a different level of Supermax.
Yeah.
They're going to get cleanup at the end, right? And get a bucket, dump in a bucket, go fill it up in the shower, right? And then you down on the bottom tier, it's a trap in front of your door, right? That you can't push nothing out of it, right? The nigga will go and dump the shitty water down in the track, and it's going to run all the back of yourself. And don't
Yeah.
ever think that they gonna pop your door
Exactly.
and give you some cleaning supplies. And
Yeah.
listen, when I first said, I was like, yo, they don't get no clean. Give me some Ajax.
That's right.
Knowing that you need, that's blood spill. That's for me. Blood spill.
I'm thinking about that shit.
We live in a lot of inhumane conditions, bro. Right? That's why me being out here, my life's work will be prison for. You know what I'm saying? I suffer too much. You know, every sentence not created equal. I keep saying, right? And you know, I seen you on lockup a few times. We was down there together. We had orange jumpsuit on, but I was down there so much. I stayed down there, right? And the psychological effect that that has on you, we just really don't know until those things surface, right? We don't really deal with it. Then us being black men, we come in the joint, don't let them build up no psychological file on you. It'll be hard to get out. So we weren't even going trying to get no mental health treatment. You know what I'm saying? But we older now, we ain't kids, we know and we done heard enough that mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? You don't guard against it. You never know where you may end up at. So take care of your body and your mind.
What was your transition in coming back home?
It's been pretty good, man. I was blessed. Blessed, man, that I had, a best friend who, was there for me to give me a landing spot. Because it was hard. It was hard it was hard knowing that both my grandmothers gone. That was always home. I would be able to go, right? But I couldn't. They was gone. All the little family and stuff, they got their own families. I wasn't really trying to impose on nobody, right? So I contemplated, man, as much as I argued against going into transition, right? I was like, man, I'm gonna have to go into transition. But my front mind frame, when I got going this transition, I'm gonna grind so fucking hard, right? To get out of there and you know what I'm saying, I would have had to use it to my advantage. But luckily, the blessing that I didn't have to. I got a nice spot. She had a car for me. You know what I'm saying? So, I got my license, got some insurance. I'm getting at it. The only thing that's been a little frustrating is fucking technology, These using code, username, and passwords. You know that it's right, but the shit keeps saying it's invalid. I don't give a fuck. I got like 5 apps that I never completed. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. And I used to always get on niggas about, yo, you don't got getting out on your phone yet? You don't got access corrections? You don't got global tailoring? Connect network? I didn't understand it, right? But I've been trying. So, I've been telling you, I got the pictures coming for y'all because, man,
And this is
really hurt the evenings.
This is the stuff that they tell you in the joint that you should get, that you need, that send stuff and be.
They're not telling you need that. It's just the pandemic opened up all those avenues that other states didn't have. You can send somebody money, bing, bing, bing. We're not gonna get money order. Right? You can send pictures, bing, bing, bing. I can put money on your phone, straight on your phone. Right? Put money straight in your account. Yo, you can go to commissary for a nigga now.
Huh?
Yes. Yes, they got the commissary. They got access.
Access conversion, the little package, and you can get the
so you can go on there and buy a nigga a whole bunch of commissary and send them the bag. Send them the bag.
So what's your transition thought?
Man, I've been tough. You know what I mean? Came home, and then again, the woman, the queen, I came home, and my plan was to do what she wanted me to do because she rolled the bit with me and all that, and that don't work. Because a woman, women don't understand this, but they can't tell a man how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you look at the fact that a lot of women they don't know what a real man is. You understand what I'm saying? So you coming home, you trying to do the right thing, you trying to, and then, but at the same time, they trying to dictate. So I had an issue with that, right? And it's been a tough transition for me, but I'm on my right, on the right path. I just established a trucking company, you know what I mean? Just working on resources to, get that going and everything. And I've been striving to be better, be more positive, you know what I mean, and educate myself more. What about you, Marquez?
For me, the hardest transition really be for me because I'm in a transition room right now, but I'm working, I'm, grinding, sound, save some money. My problem is getting adjusted to my family again. We bumping heads. They trying to tell me how to move, and I'm telling them I've been out for 28 years. I understand y'all concerned, but there's been times I ain't hear from y'all for like a lot of times in the joint. I had to grind and do what I got to do to survive. So I understand your concern, but you need to have a conversation with me. It's like they don't ask me questions. They just see me. Why you open off? Why you here? Why you hanging with them? I'm like, God, dang, what the fuck? Y'all gotta let me breathe. So that's what's going on with me. Trying to get a better understanding with my family. A better understanding.
My transition hang up is that somebody trying to police me, asking me where you going, what time you coming in. This is the relationship part of time. What? Hold up. I'm coming in when I want to come in, and I'm coming in respectful, but no, stop it. You don't want to stop it. No, you want to keep on, and that's like I'm still being locked up.
Yeah.
You keep on policing me. Oh, where was you at? I know. I got the tracking app. Really?
Share your
We got
location.
the same location.
Share your location.
I gotta get a different phone now. I don't want no Android. I want iPhone now. I don't even want to deal with that no more. You just showed me. No, but when I was naive to technology when I came home, let's get the same phone. Bad
Same plan.
Same plan. So now she's looking at the text messages from because it's coming on the one bill. You've been texting when I go to work. You've been texting this person. Why as soon as I get out the door? What the mosquito?
Oh,
my God.
it's on the power now, Jim.
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
It's on the power. So the next question is, what's important to you now that you are free? Who wants to start off with that? What's important to you now that you are free?
What's important to me now that I'm free is being to spend some time with my great nephews, my family, like the Lord, the kids, and eventually going down there with my father down South Carolina. That was the original plan to go straight from prison down south, but the parole people in Maryland shot that down. So that's the end game right there, getting out of Maryland and going down south with my father. That's the thing I'm striving for right now. From that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What was the question again?
What's important to you now that you're free?
Getting to know my family, particularly my mother and my children. Because they're really strangers now. We've been dealing with communicating with them in half an hour of phone clips and an hour visit when we get. Right? So that and building some generational wealth. I lived too hard for too long. I want to do fucking. I want to be rich. I want to live good, and I want to leave something to my kids or grandkids and shit coming from my eyes. That's what's
Indeed. Yeah. But for me, it's financial. I want to strengthen the knowledge of self and financial empowerment through financial literacy. So I've been doing my best. I've been doing my best to educate myself in the way of finance. Because my goal is to, we all have an expiration date. So when I leave here, I want to be able to leave my children with something that they can, like a little torch, so they can keep on moving and going to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We got a late guest. We got a late Goons guest. Right there. Yeah. All right, we got a late Goons Talk. You want to come in here late, but we always we welcome everybody that's a goon and they speak the real. This is what you going by today?
JB, nigga.
JB the Geezer. JB the Geezer. I call him the Geezer. This is you know him. If you know Park Heights, you know JB the Geezer. Everybody know him from Park Heights. Anyway. All right. So good question on the real. What's important? It must be locked in.
What's important to you now? Well, I guess you
This
can
is
go
it.
down.
When I don't have an engineer and my
guess you can
co-host,
go down, bro.
everybody don't come on time.
What's important to you now? You're free.
Oh, locked in.
When I first left, I left when my son was 3 years old. Came home, he was 9 years old. I made another son since I've been home. So what's most important is
This is
me giving them what I never had and just showing them the way. I've been there. I ain't have male supervision, so
Right.
I learned the hard way. My mother and grandma was green as grass. I could tell them anything, so they can't tell me anything. I've been there. I've been through hell and back 1,000 times. Me and Lump, we met in the penal system. We both came home in the early 90s. Was in contact for a minute, lost contact. We both had big bits and re-met, ran across each other and been in contact ever since.
yeah. That's what's up. So yeah, this is my road dog right here. Everybody my road dog. So, but
I know, right?
Bubby. Look now. This is a segment. We're not on time. So, but I always gotta get all my gentlemen. We busy and we gotta fit in where we fit in. All right. So now we had our segment earlier, right? So I want y'all to chime in and say everything y'all need to say and give the youth some jewels so I can bring the other guys in for the second part. So what I need you to say is give the jewels the jewels for the youth. You and
Basically, like I was saying earlier, man, like Money was saying, yeah, man, listen to your parents, man, your mother and father. And I went through like a similar situation with my situation, like the little female I was dealing with. Yeah, man, told me she ain't like the guy. That women tuition, stay away from him, he ain't no good for you. And then when shit went sour, you don't told about the murder. So basically, it's like just because a person cool and all that, and they say they cool, be real vigilant, the youth, and observe it and see who you're dealing with before you commit yourself to anything. And go look for the programs, the positive things that's gonna put you in the right direction, like the sports, football. Pick a passion, pick something that you got that you like to do, and find somebody that can mentor you in that direction. It could be anything, basketball, anything. Just try to find something you can hold on to and just try to pursue it. That's all, that's all I can say.
Like I said before, self-preservation, like I said, it entails a lot of things. From management of emotions to knowing when to remove yourself from certain atmosphere or environments. Because, we don't want to be around the low vibrations. You know what I mean? We want to always be in the elevator of vibration, positive energy, and all that type stuff. So, and be around some thinkers. Critical thinking is very important. So we have to strengthen that, in that area. So, peace. That's it. What's it on that?
all right. So hand them that mic. Guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Come on, man.
Don't do this. All right. Come on, lock him. We gotta get rock and roll. So we have time at you late, Mr. Jazz Man. Move that over here. All right. You got your mic. All right. Now this is the new segment. We're going to start off by introducing to our new guest. Thank you for joining Black Rabbit. Yes, thank you for joining us. We got nice distinguished gentlemen right here. Yeah, man. So we thank you for going. But you should go on YouTube. That's why. Go on YouTube, subscribe and like on the YouTube and leave us comments. You're on Facebook Live. So go on the YouTube page and you can see the whole platform. All these handsome gentlemen right here. All right. So now, can you start off by introducing yourself for the new people that came on?
Hey, my name is Lakim, and
Like Kelly,
My name, Money.
Money,
JB.
and Man, these I was
You back.
we back. I guess they said you shouldn't say you incarcerated with these gentlemen. But, you got that much time with him, and me and him had a phone had it. Me and him right here.
Everybody had that motherfucker.
Yeah, the phone had it. So
But forgot we both go to our
we
own
always
phone.
got come through the door. We running and our phone had it like that. Down PCI.
Yeah.
We had it over the pen too.
So,
We had it over the pen too.
oh yeah, over the pen too. All right,
So I got so much, I'm not even going across that bridge.
Man, next time I go down, I think about it. I go to the
All
shell
right, what
shop.
we gonna do is freelance. This is what we gonna do. We gonna freelance. I'm gonna go up. I had topics.
Topics? Let's see what the topics were.
All right. What life lessons did you learn in prison? What life lessons?
So many life lessons. The most important life lesson I learned was mind your business.
Oh, mind your business.
Mind your business.
What did you
A
learn?
lot of people got killed about not minding their business.
What did you say?
Well, I say you were supposed to have patience, right? And then also what I took is the meager existence we was forced. I don't care how much money you had, you can't spend over $85 a week. The meager existence we was forced to live off for week to week. That shit was like, yeah, that was some shit I took.
All right, what you?
Mind your business and don't take stuff for granted because what we look at is pennies out here. That shit was millions in there.
All right. My life lesson was don't be a Tom. Don't be a Tom in there because that's
We all got an ID number.
Because they stigmatize you and they might be saying if you working around the police, they might put the police stigma on you and stuff like that. You gotta watch these kind of stigmas. Like it's certain times you don't supposed to come out when we lock down and motherfuckers come. But you know we gotta come out because you gotta look out for people that's on the tier. Handle kites and all that and do different type of stuff. You disagree? You disagree with that?
Now, see, these days and times, right? You will be beefing with each other to come out while the jail locked down. Right? But doing our you ain't coming out. Man, I come out on that tier. Talking about you going to sweep and clean up. I mean, not the tiers that I've been on. I guess it really depends on the group of men that's around that's gonna hold you accountable for what the fuck you doing. Because if we lock down, we lock down. Right? And all of the passing and stuff, you had to fish. If you couldn't fish, then I don't know how we move shit. You get to be creative, but to just come out and cross that picket line, I never liked it.
All right, but what about you? Gotta have your stuff washed. I'm the laundry man.
No, we locked down. It's hard times. We tight. You wash that shit in the toilet.
So why you? Oh, so.
No, wash your
I ain't wash my car. I never wash my car. I never been in the wash myself in the toilet.
Shit, man. Every prison system is
different. Yeah. All right. So you've been in different environments. I haven't been in
the toilet.
Yo, it's so funny because I've been on both sides. That's what I'm saying. Like, cause I was out back, right? Out back there on shit. It's different. Nobody that is no we in the cells. Like it's us against them. That's it. That's all. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no in between. Ain't no fucking.
I'm gonna tell you where I learned my lesson when you saying that. Put your blocker up at the door. I put my block. Put your blocker up at the door. We lock down. Put your blocker, nigga, so it'll mess up the camp when it comes around. Yeah, man. We did that. Motherfuckers taking their blocker down. I'm getting in trouble. They taking their blocker down, getting counted. I'm going hard and I'm getting punched.
Listen, we put the block up there, that motherfucker, and for Sean, they locked Sean up and they tried to take our rep. and the motherfucking captain came down and made us give us back. They supposed to get off work and made them give us our records. We buckled and let them take count.
It got to the point to be where bucking was dead. I don't care what the niggas was doing, right? Especially when they tell me, oh, we ain't going to eat. What? You crazy. I'm never going to cut my nose off and spite my feet.
No,
We beefing with the administration, right? And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to hurt myself to prove a point to you. What? That don't even make sense to me. I never done no hunger strikes, none of that. I will strike them before I strike and hurt myself.
it never lasted though, because they always met the demands.
Yeah, and somebody is going to break it. Niggas is going to start.
I mean, of course you want to have fuck niggas that's going to sit there and don't want to participate, but
in 2002, when they took the clothes and the cigarettes, right?
we was in there.
I was in the cut. So I remember when they started talking about it, put the bulletins up that they get ready to take it. Niggas start making all kinds of excuses. When they get ready to take it, oh, I need to start smoking anyway. Right?
I left the
When
cut.
they get ready to take the clothes. Oh, I ain't gotta spend no more money on clothes. Right? I was like, yo, y'all niggas is. I said, now when they come out with a memo saying we can ready to start digging y'all ass and blanking stuff, but these niggas gonna be talking about, oh, I was going in all of the anyway. You know what I'm saying? They were gonna come up with every excuse. So I got to the point where like, yo, listen, especially when when it's time to go home.
No,
Yeah,
you got to transition around that shit.
I'm not doing it, right? I'm not doing it because half of y'all niggas is bluffing, right? And I'm gonna be in the supermarket, well, I'm gonna be wherever, and y'all niggas is gonna be in the cell laughing at us.
You gonna be up North Branch.
All right.
They gonna be
So-
laughing.
All right, so it took you a point that like, look, nigga, I ain't bucking.
Because the bucking was dead.
All right,
That's
so
that era. Oh, that's our era. That's not this new era because you know what? You know what killed the bucking?
tell us.
Addiction. These niggas addicted to these drugs. So it's no, these niggas gonna come out work.
That was then, but it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't want the jail to be locked down. Because locked down, they can't get their drugs. Man, niggas don't want no lockdown.
Shot, thank you for joining Anthony Patrick. Thinking about laying the hand of the God on you. Oh my God. God damn. Shout out to Drea. She came on and shit. Shout out to David Gregory. Shout out to Tisha Bailey. We think y'all shout out to Black Rob. Go on YouTube, subscribe and like and leave your comments on the YouTube page and I appreciate it. So what you think, JB? What is about you
But-
think to stop bucking? You just always wanted to buck and go against the system.
I've been an asshole.
Asshole.
It have been times I follow suit, and there been times I done started some shit and everybody else follow suit. But at the end of the day, we all had ID numbers. I wasn't no better than you. You wasn't no better than me.
They talk about how y'all looking at then y'all young girls out there thinking y'all still 20 and mindset actually 200 years old. Yeah, you know that's cool. Anyway, all right, now. All right, let me come up with this. What would you do if you come home and your significant other was pregnant? Your wife or girl, you come home and she pregnant. What would you do? How could you?
What's the question?
The question is, if you was locked up, you was on your wife, and you went home, you went to jail, you came home, and she had a child, pregnant, had a child, and how can you? She doing everything. I don't even want to add that in. That she was doing everything she's supposed to. You come home and see this new child. How can you accept that?
Fuck her and fuck that child.
All right, it's done deal.
Both. Give us what you think. How can you
I
handle?
would feel like, well, now everybody tell me, man, you don't want to come out here in a relationship, but I don't want to go on what people say, right? I would rather us being deprived of having a woman for so long. Some dudes want to come out here and always want to fuck everything, right? Some people just want to have a woman that's theirs So they can have somebody to go home to every night, somebody they can trust laying beside me, somebody know they got their back, right? That's more alluring than just fucking all these other broads, bunch of snake broads that set you up and all kinds of crazy shit. But I think that if that was to have happened, it was fake. It was supposed to happen, right? It was a sign that she not the one, right? And I always went on here and said, okay, thank you. And then, well, we can still be friends. And she was fucking with me in the joint and, you know, taking care of me and sacrificing her time and life or whatever. Then I would probably be a little understanding about it, but I couldn't accept it and raise this child. I don't think I'm grown enough to wrap my mind around that yet.
Hell no.
So what you think?
Man, it's over. But you know, like we gonna be cool, but I ain't ready to do it. I can't. That's not I forgive her. I wish her the best, but I'm not gonna be able to be there to be in the midst of that thing. I'm gonna be able to move on.
I'm different. I'm going to accept it because the child don't have nothing to do with it, right? And you left out there with a dick habit. You left out here.
You're not that you had before you left the street.
Vice versa. I'm thinking about I had it before. I said wife or girlfriend. She get in there and she come home. You come home, now she's pregnant. So I'm going both ends. Yeah, she was doing everything. She making sure she hit the visit, putting money on your bill or on your books. You didn't.
Did she tell me about the baby? Or I found it when I came home?
Even if she told you about it, you still gonna feel a certain way before you see it.
I will, but if I had to find out when I came home, it's a horse with a different color.
But
It's still an insane outcome, but it'd be a little different. But it's gonna be angry.
But you know what? You're not thinking about the other dynamic.
What's that?
The baby father.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I know. Because it's that fault. Because now you got this baby, he got a daddy.
No bullshit.
She definitely got a daddy, right? And if she was hiding the relationship and she was, you know what I mean, so good that you didn't even notice that she was creeping, right? Because a lot of times, if they good, they wait till the phone's cut off and they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But if they sloppy, don't really care. They ain't answering the phone. But this dude impregnated her, and you don't know what the level of their relationship is.
All right, but she cut that off because you in the house now. When you came home, you in the house and you seeing the baby. So he must ain't do. Well, he ain't do right. I'm just saying that.
So you would feel comfortable saying, "Babe, I trust that you're going to be loyal and sincere now."
I just said the child wouldn't have nothing to do. I wouldn't want the child to suffer.
I wouldn't want the child to suffer. I would listen. I couldn't say. I would tell you. I would still probably love and have the respect I would have for the woman because hey, you got me. You went and had sex. I wouldn't be really tripping about that. But now you done brought a whole nother dynamic. I'm coming out here trying to rebuild my life, really trying to be non-violent, right? And trying to live right. Now you bringing this curveball that shit could go left when you deal with another nigga. Now you his baby mother, and I don't even got a baby body. Or if I did, well now,
you see how you giving all these different scenarios?
That's how I could go.
You gonna say fuck the girl in the chat?
Motherfucker, right? Why wouldn't
the girl in the chat?
Why wouldn't I?
Because she did everything right by you while you was down. She showed you loyalty. She just had to have sex and she got pregnant.
She should have aborted. She should have aborted the whole mission. But nevertheless, I might give back what she gave me, but I can never trust her or try to embrace that child because at the end of the day, you got to think that kid father might still be around. He might not like the situation. He know that you had a nigga that was locked up and y'all had a baby, but now he looking at, oh, you my baby mother. This your ex nigga. So he gonna want to beef with you because you coming home trying to deal with her. You seen Baby Boy, you know how.
Yeah. Anyway, though. Who thought of that question?
I did. All right. What are your goals since you've been coming home? What's your future goals that you focus on? Well, let me start. My future goal is to get this platform that's going to get back to the youth. I'm gonna be a mentor still to keep our youth. Don't give up on our youth, so they won't go in that hellhole that we want that's hard to get out of. It's easy to go in and get in, but it's hard to get out of. And and go to this, not just Baltimore, social, all different states, global. That's my goal. Global and bring people out and give this a platform for them to talk and and keep our brothers to help transition so we can stay on the right path like we going. That's mine. Y'all got it? What's your goal? You want to start over there first?
My goal is to be a real estate investor. And there's a couple other businesses I want to dabble with, but real estate is my passion. So that's my goal, is to become a real estate mogul.
Real estate mode. All right. It's big boy real estate. Let's hear what La Kim got to say. What's your goal, Playboy?
My goal is I want to have a program like a mental health, drug addiction, transitional house, like some type of maybe like a 6 to 12 unit building, and I had those type of services in there where they can live and things of that nature, and they get them ready for job placement and things of that nature like that. Yeah, it's like a wellness center. That's my goal. Open a wellness center.
Okay, Cootie. Give us the real transition and say you said mental health. Give us some real transitional stuff. Leave the comments on there. I thank y'all for joining. Tony Cat Eye, I thank you for joining. Crystal Simpson, I thank y'all for joining. Nina Smith, thank you for joining. Going to Jackie Moody, thank you for joining. David Gregory. Go on the YouTube page and William Sykes. What's up, Sykes? Yeah. Go on the YouTube page and leave your comments. Yeah. Go on the YouTube page and leave your comments for us, and then we can read the comments while we on live. We started off a little late. We got to keep on chiming in. So what's your goals? There you go.
I think about it often. I wish that more of the youth would grasp what you're telling them, because I've been through hell and back a billion times. So when you tell them something, it go in one ear and out the other. It's something that you're going to reach. You're not going to be able to reach all of them. But I still try to give positivity, because I would never want to see nobody set up for failure. I've been down for failure.
Okay. All right. Everybody answer that? All right. What are you doing to give back to society since you've been home?
Well, I just started working with ED and with these kids, right? At the school, I'm going to give them safe passage. I just started like 2 days ago, so I'm new.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to help mentor kids. We talked about that. I'll speak a little bit about that a little later.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the kids situation, but I think it's real important because all of us didn't have our fathers. Well, most of us did. Some did and still went that route. But I think it's important for a lot of these kids that don't have their fathers or might not have a father that's that is equipped with raising them.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to always have a big brother that that you'll listen to. But we all had them, but we had those big brothers that was doing the wrong stuff. We wanted to be like them.
Right.
But if I think I had a older dude that took an interest in me and showed me where, like, look, boy, I'm working every day, got this money and got this, and this is what you can get. You don't got out there on the corner. You know what I'm saying? I think it might have hit different. I don't know. It might have.
Okay. Like you said, I'm really passionate about giving back to the youth, because I was doing it inside the prison system. I was mentoring with Howard Bay and TL. Shout out to Howard Bay and TL. He was really mentoring motherfuckers to show you that you can survive. You ain't got to be in no gang. You could just be a stand-up man, stand on your own ground. It's not easy. I could contest to that. Hard standing on your own, but if you're a man, you're gonna stand on your own and represent. Simple as that. So I just don't want to give up on the youth because that's my giving back to society of me coming back from doing whatever I did to fuck the community up. So, all right. Anybody answered that? You touched it.
So as you gonna do Cooley questions, he
Cooley, all right, what you say? Shout out to Jermaine. Shout out to that's Dynamite, y'all. If y'all don't know Dynamite from out back, that's my walking buddy, my DC walking buddy. Shout out to Dynamite. Go on to YouTube and subscribe. Subscribe to the Petty Ass Not and Reggie podcast. All right, Cooley, what you say? You're not talking about real. We already read that. Do y'all think y'all need mental health care to help y'all transition?
For sure. And I don't care. I ain't talking about like you got a lot of dudes that like, dang, you know, the dudes on the tier that was so enough like niggas that lost it. You know what I'm saying? That lost their shit somewhere along the line. Someone that bet. Who cares? But some of us that don't even recognize, man, we got different mental illnesses that we're not aware of, and different things that we wouldn't think are actually mental illness. You know, it really is the onset of mental illness, the development patterns of a culture that taught mental illness when we was little kids. Yeah.
All right, William Sykes said, "Can you come on?" Sure, you could come on. Money. Dynamite said, "What's up? Welcome home."
Absolutely.
Yes. I had.
Nigga, Billy
I know I need mental help because I learned patience in there, but I want this podcast to jump up so much, and so I've been grinding, but I wanted to I'm impatient because I know this is the key to getting everybody help. Everybody help. And I'm fucked up because sometimes I be like, when you go and eat, I'm going to feed her. Saying like it's like mental shit like past the tray or something. Like and that show you that you mentally fucked up because you trained. It's jail shit that's trained in my language. Like little subtle stuff, and it really takes a precedence of my thinking sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm really fucked up.
Some people really be institutionalized, and some people don't. You might just look at it as a term of slang. You know, I'm about to go. I'm going to the house. I'm about to go press my bunk. That doesn't mean that you're institutionalized. That just mean that was the definition, that the ebonics of it. So I wouldn't say that. Me personally, I wouldn't say that I need mental health screening. I got good goddamn sense. Now, some motherfuckers don't have good sense. Those are the ones that may need it. But again, we all knew right from wrong. Some of our choices was what they was. Some of our hands was forced, and we had to do what we had to do. And that's why we was in the situation that we was in.
I think so. I tried, right? Like I said, but I heard from dudes when first coming and then don't let them do the psychological file, right? But some people was going. Cause you remember when we first came in, a lot of people was on Thorazine.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Remember how they looked?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like walking zombies.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I seen my man Tank later on years uptown up on Park Heights and Woodland, and he was like talking slow. I was like,
So,
damn.
when they said that, and me hearing that, yeah, they go get that medication from the psych department. There's no way it's not that one time. Even though I was going through shit from, getting locked up, something I didn't do it as a kid, and I'm fucked up, right? I chose other outlets, but so I started trying to go and talk to the psychiatrist. You put the sick call step in, you go and talk to one person. You talk to Marcia, and they're like, well, what can I help you with? I don't know. I was here, you supposed, you know what I mean? You got some shit on your mind, you've been through some shit, you're supposed to go and get some treatment, some mental health treatment. So then we started talking. Wound up having a good conversation, but then the next time you put a sick call slip in, you want to go, it's somebody else. And then it's somebody else. I'm not going to keep on talking and telling my fucking story all these different times. So it ran me away. But what I can say is, they don't have no magic cure. They don't have no magic cure for your mental health. They give you, so what I learned is that if you talk about different shit, giving your perspective, and then they giving you another different perspective. Look at it, right? They're giving you a different way to look at things and a different way to think about it. Because one situation when my son was going through something, I'm like, yeah, I want him to, I'm telling him, man, put it on my back. Let me carry the weight. I'm stronger. She's like, how you know? How you know? Man, he been through some shit too. How you know you stronger than he is? I was like, you know what? You fucking right.
So, Money,
That's just one example.
is you saying that they going through the book smart, not experience of they really, you know, if you going into the mental people that's really they really reading the book, they really
No, I ain't saying that.
experience.
I'm not saying that. I can't downplay it because I take it real serious. I'm actually looking for a doctor now. I want to find somebody that, you know, that I can relate, that I feel comfortable with, right? Sharing some of my dark shit with. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't talk about my dark shit to nobody but myself.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if another person will make me feel comfortable to share with them. I just don't know. But I just know that even sitting in groups, like I go to a group every day for 2 hours, part of my parole. Being in those groups, you know, the group is only going to be as good as the people that's in it, right? It's like this podcast. It's only going to be as good as the people that's up here on this panel that got something to share, something to bring, something to spark up. So with the psychiatrists, I feel like they spark some thought. That's how I see it anyway. But I'm going to keep trying. I know I'm fucked up.
I wanted to dive into every time I'm mental illness, but I see what he said. My man said this is mainly due to our being stunned. Our mental, stability has been stunned for different various reasons, whatever his reason, but it sparked something in me. So I want to expound on that all the time. Talk about the study of a renowned psychologist named Carl Jung, and he talked about the correlation between mental illness and the 5 stages of grief. Actually going through those stages and whatever cycle you need to, but all 5 stages, and how as young men, culturally, as black young men, we was stymied for that effect, and so that made us emotionally inadequate, meaning that when we was young, they said, hey boy, stop all that damn crying, stop acting like a little girl. Get up from there, stop tattling, different things like that. We wasn't allowed to have those emotions. We was taught to kind of like be detached, be like stoic, this old machismo. And as a result, a lot of men, they didn't really love on their children. Not so much as now, we're a little more conscious, but in the past, what that did was create a culture of us. That's the start of mental illness. That stop tattling, stop crying, all that crying, boy. You ain't a little girl. But women are allowed to cry, go through those rare emotions because they taught to be nurturers, which we're not. And so that's the start of our mental illness, right there at the very root of it. And then all these other different, things that happen over the years to us as a people and as youth, black youth. But those are the first.
All right, look, man. We came on late, right? And I have to get this panel back ASAP, man, because we got a time limit. People gotta be prompt, and they gotta be in prompt because we gotta get it going. Because we ain't going back, so we gotta end this segment. But we will be back. This panel will be back because we haven't finished. But we thank y'all for joining the petty ass level. No, we gonna get it in. We can come back because I'm the CEO. We can do it, but we gotta make sure everybody's safe and get where they need to get at money. So we definitely gonna touch.
I got it. I'm definitely.
We got it, and because all of us was late. All of us was late, so we can. Yeah, so so I thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I thank everybody. Levy Butler, thank you for coming on late too. But come to the podcast on YouTube, subscribe and like, man. And I appreciate all the whole panels today. We had 2 segments. We had 2 programs, so you can go look at both of them back to back. Find out which one you was into. Yeah, got my man Bugs and Marky over there, and they let's go. Breaker 19, breaker 19. And we out. Shout out to all the programs.
Try and be in the podcast from where I got. Boy, better.